Good morning. How are you today?
Doing pretty good.
Good. Remember, our eyes are watching, our ears are listening, our voice is quiet, and our body is calm. Today we're going to be talking about trees, going along with our plant unit. Last week we talked about flowers. This week is trees. So, as I mentioned before, trees, but it's not just that concept. Trees fit in the plant concept as well. So let's come up with some key words that you think of when you hear the word tree.
Bark, trunk, leaves.
Good. So when you hear those words, do you think of any other characteristics that fit with a tree? Maybe roots, flowers.
Sure.
Good.
Tall.
You're good. You can write those things down in your organizer. Remember to keep this with you because it will be a good study guide when you are studying for the exam. All right, so now that we have some characteristics, let's split them into categories of always present, sometimes present, and never present. So what's something that you can think of that's always present on a tree?
Bark, roots.
Good. How about something that's never present?
Usually don't have stems.
You're right. And things that are sometimes present?
Flowers or fruit.
Good. So what's one example that you can think of that's a tree?
Pine tree.
What are some other ones?
Maple, oak.
Good. How about something that's not a tree that doesn't fit those characteristics?
A tulip, sunflower, hosta.
Okay, now that we've talked about some examples, I'm going to give you a different example, and you're going to look at the characteristics and decide if it's a tree or not. So let's think about a rose.
I would say it's not a tree.
How come?
Because it doesn't have bark or trunk.
Good. So since that's not a tree, since it doesn't have bark or a trunk or anything, let's come up with a good definition of what a tree is. And remember, a good definition is a full sentence and has all of the always characteristics.
It's something that always has a trunk and bark, and that you never have a stem, but it could have flowers and fruit.
And it's part of the overall group of plants.
Plants.
Good. So we can say a tree is a type of plant that has bark, leaves, roots, and a trunk. All right. Good work. So what's one thing that you learned about a tree today? One characteristic. Oh, did it stop?
Green light's gone. They always have bark.
Good. What was the most interesting thing that you learned?
That some trees could have fruit.
Good. So do you think we made a good definition? Did it fit all of the requirements of a good definition?
I think so.
I agree. So what do you think is a way that you can use this organizer in a different class? What's another thing you could use it for?
You could use it if you describe animals or...
Good. Okay, remember to keep this with you. We might add to it next week when we talk about more trees, and it will help you when you are studying for your test. Next week, we're going to learn about underwater plants, and we're going to talk about the differences between flowers and trees and those kind of plants.
All right. Can't wait.
How do you turn this thing off? No.
I better record the whole time. Who the heck was leaving?